Hey, how's it going? Today I want to show you all how to tie a leader knot. The easiest way that I found to do it is to take two pieces of paracord. I got this paracord somewhere at a home improvement store, whichever one you want to go to it. They guarantee they got paracord. Get you some paracord. I'm going to teach you how to tie this knot right here. I learned it from the tactical bassin people. They called it a 9-loop blood knot. Some call it a double uni. I call it works for me. And it's been working for a while. I've caught a lot of good fish on it. It fails me sometimes, but not nearly as much as it did in the past. Once I learned how to actually tie this knot, I have so much confidence in it. When I break off, I know that it's down probably on my lure and nowhere near my leader knot. So the importance of running a leader to me is this: it's a shock absorber, because braid has zero stretch to it. It's kind of like this paracord. You pull on it, it doesn't stretch. There's no give. And when you're throwing straight braid on a heavy rod, that rod doesn't have much shock absorbing. It doesn't act as a shock absorber that much either. And so that fluorocarbon, that monofilament, that stretch it has in it, actually will save you fish, because that hook that's in its mouth, if there's no stretch, the weakest part is the fish's mouth. So that hook, you're putting so much pressure on that hook, it's going to sit there and just waller out that hole every time it starts shaking its head. And once that hole gets big enough to where the barb just comes right back out, you lost your fish. And running a leader can help save you a fish. The bass also can't see the leader material nearly as well as they can in braid, so in clear water, it really pays off. You can go out there with straight braid, but take the extra step and run a leader, and I guarantee you that you'll have more success. But I'm going to show you how to tie this stuff. Then I want to tie it up with I think it's 30 or 50 pound braid to a 12-pound leader, and hope you'll learn something. All right, so this is by far the easiest leader knot that I've learned how to tie. Super strong, super effective. I've caught a lot of bigs on it. This is the easiest way to learn it. Because if you try to learn it with small diameter line, fishing line, and braid, it's kind of a pain in the ass. So get you this paracord, and you want to take it, one in one hand, one in the other. Make an X. Get an X. Get a little bit of line like there. So the one that's going over this other line, wrap it. 1, 2, 3. We'll only go 4, and you want to put it right there in that crease, just like that. See, okay. So one thing that I've noticed, I just messed up. Let me do that again real quick and show y'all. Whenever you don't leave enough slack, 1, 2, 4, and you try to do that, it gets all kinds of messed up, and you'll never be able to do it. So you want to make sure that you have plenty of slack. So 1, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna wrap it around this other line. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and split the gap. Grab it, grab your thumb, hold it right there. So this next one, we went that way with the first one. So this one, we're going to go this way. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and send it back in that hole. Then all you do, pull it tight. So with the braid and the fluorocarbon, it's a little bit trickier. It's a little bit harder to do. That's why I said if you can use that paracord to learn on. Cut a little bit of that off. Okay. So I'm not even sure if y'all are going to be able to see this or not. But what I like to do, I like to loop my braid first, because it doesn't really like to hold on that very. It's a little bit harder to send it back to the hole once you've already got it. So we're going to take our braid, we're going to go over our fluorocarbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So then take your middle finger, just like that, kind of fold that tag end back, take our thumb, put it right there, then 1, grab the fluorocarbon with your middle and pointer finger, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then we take the fluorocarbon and we send it through the hole that we already had. Send it through there. Want to wet your line. Alright, so here's kind of the tricky part. With these, you kind of want to keep your tag ends tight, because if not, your knot's going to get all messed up and not be good. So what you do is, you take your mouth, grab the fluorocarbon with your teeth, take your hand, grab your braid, pull your braid tight. Pull your braid tight and come through, pull them both tight, and you got yourself a mighty fine knot there. That knot is not breaking. It's gonna hold under whatever you throw at it. So that's it. That's how you tie a braid leader knot. So one thing that I forgot to mention is use the different diameter lines. So let's say if you have a 30-pound braid and you're putting a 15, 20-pound leader on it, you want to do more wraps on the braid than the leader. Goes 9 on the braid, 7 on the leader. If you're going a 50-pound braid to a 12-pound leader, you can go 9 and 9. The braid is always going to cinch tight. It's your leader material that's going to have a hard time getting those loops and those wraps all uniform and close together. So the bigger diameter that your leader material is, go with less wraps. It doesn't have to be a 9 and 9 or a 4 and 4. It's just the bigger the line, the less wraps you actually need. So if you're going a 50-pound braid to a 25-pound leader, you can get away with 5 or 6, 7. As long as you have enough wraps to where those wraps are cinching down on those 2 tag ends, that's really all you need. And the less wraps, the smaller diameter, and the easier it gets through your guides. So just make sure you factor that in, and don't get discouraged if you're trying to put a 20-25-pound leader to a 30-pound braid and you can't get that leader material actually tight. Go with less wraps and see what happens. This is all about practice. The more you practice this knot, the more confidence you're going to have in this knot, and the better your knot is going to be. It's all about practice. Just keep doing it till you get it. All right, thanks guys. If you would, like, subscribe, share, whatever you do with these things. If you learned something, awesome. If you don't, that's cool too. Still share away, and we'll see you next time.